Yay. All right, friends. So welcome to this movement and meditation practice. And even though I call it movement and meditation, you could call it movement and super long Shavasana practice, and that works just as well. So I want to welcome you to your practice and maybe have you even start by just like welcoming yourself. You could even like give yourself a little hug and just bring it in, and maybe take your hands to your, arms, give yourself a little this, and we'll just do one more. And this time, bring the hands together in front of your heart, bow your chin, close your eyes, rest your thumbs on your upper chest. And let's take a few breaths here, consciously connecting, feeling, hearing, embracing the flow of your breath. Good. Well, before we leave this place, I talk about listening and feeling and embracing the breath. Let's do that. Take your index fingers and just going to go to that little flap where your ear, and just seal the ears without putting your fingers inside your ears, just that little flap of skin. Just push it in and then take 3 or 4 breaths. And then when you're done, you'll bring your hands back to your heart. So just seal your ears. And I'm just noticing the effects of that. And into that, friends, we'll open, practice, and chant Om 3 times. Inhale. Bowing your chin, place your hands on your thighs, and then continue this forward folding action. You can even take your hands to the floor. Let your chin be very heavy, jaw even open. Feel your breath, releasing your head very heavy. And once you've found your place here, then just start with a gentle sway side to side. And if you're someone who gets dizzy, then either do it very, very slowly or not at all. Good. And then bringing yourself into your stillness, and when you feel the time is right, and you could release a little more deeply if that's there, or just as you are. Soften through your pelvic floor. And then slowly bringing yourself upright. And eventually the hands are going to come to the thighs. Lifting your chin. Take just 1 or 2 breaths here. And just inviting in this softness. Take your hands to the floor. I'm just going to change the cross of the legs. If you need to stretch them out in the middle, do something like that. And then take your hands back to your thighs. Inhale. And as you exhale, begin to release the head. You're just moving back into forward fold here. Okay, again, once you've found a place, maybe that's where you want to sway a little bit. Okay, and then staying with that for as long as it feels right. And then just dropping into whatever place you get to here, letting the head be very heavy, Eyes heavy, breath heavy, pelvic floor heavy. If you're just releasing into the floor. Okay, and then slowly, once again, walking yourself upright, hands to the thighs, and then to the floor. And then just pausing in your stillness, eyes maybe stay closed. Just take a few breaths. Okay, I'm going to change the cross of the legs again. You do whatever you need to do. Okay, sit on a blanket if you need to. You either stay with this cross, or I'm just going to make it a little deeper by crossing it's my right leg, just over the left. I'm just making it a little smaller, but you could just stay cross-legged. And the right hand is going to come behind. I'm just going to switch sides, and the left hand comes over, and we're just going to turn. And there's no pose is ever static, friends. So if you need to move here, do that. Otherwise, just breathing into the shape. And then we'll release and just let the hands come all the way over. Just take your second side. If you crossed over your right foot over the left, you can even hold the sole of the foot and turn. And then again, just finding that heaviness in your pelvic floor, the lightness of life being in your chest, dropping of the eyes and the jaw. Good. And then release. Just pause upright. You can let your head drop for a moment. Good. Okay, and then we'll change the cross of the leg. So either just changing the cross or bringing the left leg on top if that works for you. Then we'll keep the left hand behind and the right hand will come over. And we'll twist to the left. And again, just being here, breathing, dropping in. Nice, easy breath. So if your breath isn't, as relaxed as it is when you're just sitting facing forward, then maybe come out slightly so you can find that place where you can breathe easy. Good. And inhale. And then just taking your hands all the way across. If you've got the cross, you might grab the sole of the foot. And then turning to the right here. Just finding all of that effortless effort. And then release from this. Okay, if you need to stretch your legs, move them around, do that. A little moving. Good. Okay, let's bring the soles of the feet together and, prop up. If you need blankets underneath your thighs, put them there. So I don't know, put them there. Okay, good. And then just give your feet some love. Good. And then working the inseam of your leg. Thank you. And the inner thighs. Just pressing, massaging here. Good. Okay. So you have your blankets. So you might throw them in as you need to. I'm going to take the right leg and just sweep it behind me so that you find where this works. If this doesn't work for you, friend, then no problem. Maybe you just take the foot up. I'm just going to sweep it behind, and then I have, blankets where I need to. It's going to turn over this left thigh. My forearms can come down. I can start to drop my head. Okay, and if that's too much, stay on your hands. You can rock a little bit, side to side. Thank you. Good. Okay, and then just dropping into whatever this, if you're on your forearms, still on your hands, letting the head drop. My chest is resting right on the left inner thigh here. And no worries, whatever's happening. You can always throw a blanket between your chest and your thigh. Okay. Really releasing your head, your eyes, your breath. Okay, and then starting to bring yourself back upright. And I'm just going to come back and sit in the Baddha Konasana. So you can even grab this, bring it in, and find your props, prop it up. Just pause here. You can even hold on to your ankles or hands behind you, whatever you need, or really go cross-legged. Just take a few moments. Okay. And then we'll do the second side. So we'll take the left leg's just going to sweep behind you. And then, you prop up, turn yourself over your right thigh. I'm just going to scooch back a little bit. And then be on your hands or your forearms. You can rock side to side or just find your place. So the rocking might be a little massage for your tummy, or just release yourself all the way down through your breath, your jaw, your eyes. And just beginning to bring yourself back upright. And we'll just come back to the Baddha Konasana. Again, prop up, throw your props back in. Okay. All right, I think we're gonna do one more before we do our actual foot massage. Okay, so from here, I'm just gonna put the left foot on the floor, take the left hand underneath just to grab your right ankle and bring it through. And then you stay here. You can sit on a blanket or cross your leg over. Okay, so I'm just gonna sit on something, take my own advice, and then you're either here or you're here. Okay, we're just gonna twist. So we'll start by interlacing the fingers. Just hug this package in towards your chest, lift your chest. You just can feel yourself anchor into the earth with your sit bones maybe. Good. Keep the right hand on the knee. The left hand's gonna come behind you. And then you'll just turn towards this thigh. And you might wrap your arm around the front of the knee or take your arm around the outside here, or the part of the thigh facing you. Okay, just turning and breathing. Lengthening through the crown of the head. I'm just going to be very yoga with my right hand and just take the take the right thumb and place it over the nail of the middle finger here. Good. Okay, one more breath. And then we'll release. Okay, then to release, you can stretch your legs out and move them. I'm just going to drop this down, and I know this is not accessible for everyone, so it's fine. Just go cross-legged. Otherwise, I'm just going to hang out here for a few breaths. So you be whatever works. Just breathing. Okay, we're going to take one more forward fold here. So I'm in this Agni Stambhasana, ankle over knee, knee over ankle. Hips have to be open a certain amount to get there. So just go cross-legged. It's all fine. Bring yourself into this forward fold. Or if this works for you, you just go even wherever your body says that's it. This is so a fire log pose or a double pigeon. If you want to rock, you can bring that in or just hang out, breathe. Releasing your breath, your jaw, your eyes. You have created for yourself a shape that you can be in and breathe in. And if you went into too deep, then just back out. Good. Okay. And then slowly bringing yourself upright. Good. Okay. Now I'm just going to open the legs out, and they don't have to go super wide, just a little bit even. Just do a little bit of this, and then we're just going to sit. So I just bring myself forward onto, so that my prop is just, on the fleshy parts of my tush, and I can feel the sit bones on the floor. So however that works for you, just take your hands either to your thighs or to the floor. Just take a few breaths here. You can even close your eyes and just feel that the whole backs of your legs, from the sit bones to the heels, are just a light, connecting to the earth. You don't have to push. You don't have to do anything. Just invite it to fall in. And if you think about that idea of letting the legs fall to the floor, you might feel it happening. And we'll just do one more breath, full breath in. Slow exhale, feeling the legs, the hips, sit bones just melt into the floor. Let's just do maybe another breath like that. Nice breath in. And this long, slow exhale, melting you to the floor. Okay. And then we'll just do second side. So we'll start like this. I'll bend the knees. Okay, I'm going to take right hand is going to come underneath the right leg, grab the left ankle and pull it in. Okay, sit on your prop again, keep the leg in front, or it comes all the way over and we get a little crunchier. Opposite, interlace the fingers and just hug this in. Lift yourself tall, soften the shoulders, the jaw, even closing your eyes. Okay, keep the left hand on the knee, the right hand comes to the floor. Lengthen as you inhale. As you exhale, twist. And then keep your hand, the left hand where it is, or wrap it around the front of the thigh, the front of the shin, or you take the elbow to the thigh. And again, I'm just going to add the finger and the thumb connection with the middle finger and the thumb. So just breathing into this shape, as crunchy as it's going to get. So smile, embrace it. Find your comfort amidst your discomfort. Beautiful. Okay, and then we'll release. I'm going to come again into this fire log, and I didn't show this the other side, but you can always throw your props in. Create for yourself that which is healing. So no knee pain. You want to be in a place where you can smile and breathe. Okay, and then just take a few moments in your seated position, assess, and then as you're ready, just start to bring yourself forward into whatever happens here. However you move into this, the swaying can come in, and it might not, because you're just really feeling what this body is doing. Is it happy here, unhappy? Is it curious? And just releasing your awareness, your jaw, your eyes, your weight, just releasing everything to gravity. And again, just very slowly bringing yourself back up. And again, we're going to open the legs, as wide as is comfortable. It doesn't need to be super wide. Just keeping the heels on the floor as best as you can. The legs might want to do this. You could even take a blanket and just put it on the outside of the thigh if your legs are really rolling out, just to hold them in. And then again, just be here, close your eyes, drop your chin, release to the floor. So we're just going to take a side bend. We'll start with the right hand, and you could use a block too. You could put your hand on a block or your bolster. And then we'll just take the left arm up, and we're just going to crescent over to the side. And so you're just going to go wherever this goes. We're not going to keep the left arm up the whole time. I mean, just one more breath, just kind of reach. And then as you exhale, we'll bring this left hand behind your back like we've been doing. So the back of the hand is resting somewhere here. And then just release your head, your jaw. Even that left sit bone might be lifting. Maybe you can take it back. And feeling into your head, we're offering this neck stretch on the left side. So your chin might want to drop down towards the right shoulder. Just looking for more space here. And then just breathing, you can just drop in, allowing every exhalation to invite you to release slowly, more deeply towards the floor. I'm going to release from this into lying over or towards that right leg. So stay as you are, friend. Take your left hand, just bring it out. If you want to take it out and move it a couple times, you can do that. And then just bring it towards the inside of this right leg, and the right hand's going to come down, and you're facing the right leg. And then you're just going to bring yourself into wherever you go here for a forward fold. So I'm just walking my hands either side of this leg, releasing head towards the knee or wherever it's going to go. And just dropping in. Okay, if it feels too much on the left, thigh or hip crease, you can always fold that left leg in and make it a little happier. Okay. If the left arm or the left hand wants to hold the outside of the right foot, you can add that. And okay, and then slowly walking yourself upright. We're just going to come to center. I'm just going to stay with the legs like this, but if you need to move them, you'll do that. And then even keeping your eyes closed, head dropping slightly. And beautiful. All right. And then just gently opening your eyes. You don't even need to, because we're just going to do second side. So the left hand will come down. If you used a block, bring it back over. Thank you. And then the right arm is going to lift. And we'll just crescent towards this side. So, I have my forearm on the block. If that works for you, great. Just reaching through the right side. One more breath. Good. And then I'll just roll this wrist a couple times as I dance this hand behind my back again. And the back of the hand will come to rest somewhere. And then it's about releasing. So I'm just playing with the block I have here, bringing it in a little bit. And you just drop the head as much as you can. Notice the right hip is probably lifting. So when I pull the block in more, I'm trying to find a place where I can stay balanced on both sit bones. Good. And then once you feel balanced, then we invite in this imbalance stretch. Just letting the jaw go, the head hang heavy. And if you want more, then you start playing with the, drawing lines with the chin, just so slowly. You bring that chin in towards that left shoulder, and You might find a place there you like better, or you might go back. I'm just going to play with that. Shh. Oh. Okay. She's okay. Good. All right. We're just going to come to that forward fold. So I'll just take that hand behind the back, and you can like take it out, dance it, whatever you need to do. And then bring it to the inside of the left thigh and the left hand on the outside, and then just walking into wherever you need to be. Releasing your head, just breathing. The right hand wants to stretch across to the outside of the left leg. And do that. Okay. Very slowly coming out. Take your time. Just getting in. You can still enjoy it. Okay. All right. So from here, we're going to come to our foot massage, and we'll put on our socks. So gather your stuff. And I'm just going to just do like a quick little, I won't really guide you. I'll just tell you when we're switching. So, all right. So just starting with whichever foot. And making sure you get all parts, the spaces between the toes. The front and the back, the sides, the top, the bottom. And giving that foot some twisting and some pressure, some pulling, all that good stuff. Good. Okay, so I'm just going to sock this one up here. We'll pause just to feel the 2 feet, because it's, you don't take the time to notice and to feel. Sometimes what's the point, right? That you can feel that you've made a change in a very short amount of time. Good. Okay. All right, so just getting all those places, like Sadie. Good. Okay, and then just giving it that twisting, pulling, final bit of invigorating massage. And then we'll sock this one up when you're ready. Okay. Any extra, just, offer that somewhere else on your body. Okay. All right. So before we come to lie down, let's just take the chocolate, and maybe we'll all sit in meditation for 5 minutes together, and then I'll bring you to lie down. Okay, so make yourself comfortable. Sit on your bolster, your blanket, wrap yourself up. Good. Okay. And then we'll do this chocolate meditation, or a sensory meditation. It's all about the senses. And so if you just take your chocolate, and we did this a couple weeks ago, where I had you just hold it in front of your nose or your mouth, and let your other hand that's not holding the chocolate be very relaxed. Good. And then let's just kind of tease ourselves a little bit. So take just like a little nibble, just a little bit off, and let that melt in your mouth. Just moving it around with your tongue and just let it melt and bite it down the throat. Maybe you even can taste it on your exhalation. Good. Okay. And then you're welcome to just sit for a moment and kind of savor. And then you can keep taking little pieces if you like, or put the whole big piece in, whatever you'd like to do. And we're just going to sit quietly for 5 minutes, just doing that same kind of thing, like savoring the sensations in the mouth, the taste, the smell, anything else you notice. And then once your chocolate's gone, you'll just sit quietly in your meditation until I indicate it's time to come out. So as you're ready, friend. Just feeling the love energy from your chocolate experience. Just filling you and soothing you and leaving you feeling satisfied in some way. Content. Relaxed. And just staying in your seated, if this feels very comfortable to you and it's where you want to be. And then transitioning into lying down as you're ready and really taking your time to create for yourself a comfortable, optimal lying down experience if that's where you're going. I'm going to stay seated here. And I'm just going to take that same mudra we did in practice with the thumb holding onto the nail of the middle finger. And let's just let the rest of the hand be very relaxed. So making the transition as you need to, support under your head, bolster under the knees maybe, and a blanket to cover yourself with. We're just staying in your seated, savoring this experience. Just noticing any extra tension you're holding in your jaw, your eyes, and the back of your heart. As we move into our final few moments together, if you are in meditation, you'd like to move to Shavasana, and do that now. And if you're in Shavasana and you'd like to come and sit in meditation, you can do that now. So, or stay as you are. And slowly coming back to your breath. Just bringing your awareness to embrace what's happening right outside of you without even opening your eyes. Just maybe starting to listen to the sounds outside of yourself in your space. Just like when the alarm goes off really early, you just want to snuggle back in for a few more moments, then just take that opportunity here, knowing that we're going to come out, but we're just going to drop in a little more deeply. And whether you're lying down or sitting, I'm just going to start to release the mudra in your hands and start to move your fingers, your wrists a couple times. And then if you are already seated, then we're just going to rest with the palms facing down on the thighs. And if you're lying down, then just continue your journey and really take your time. We're not in any rush here as you find your way back to your seated. And those of us already in seated, just letting your head drop, jaw drop. And even taking one more little forward fold here. If you want to open your legs wider just to give your legs a rest, we haven't done a forward fold in the middle. So however you want to do it, just take a little bit of a forward fold as a way of just releasing, grounding, and being in this practice for a few more moments. Okay, and then just assuming we're all here, just bring yourself up from your forward fold and find your seated posture. And just as we open class by bringing the, refreshing our own energy feel, just take your arms out in front of you, and as if you're embracing this, bringing this in, you can just welcome it in maybe 2 or 3 times, and then you'll bring your hands together at your heart space and bowing your chin, just greatly acknowledging this practice that you've offered yourself This is this great gift of time to simply be. All right, as you inhale, grow nice and tall. And as you exhale, stay as you are. And we'll just seal this practice with one very quiet Om. Inhale. Bow your chin, take your thumbs to rest on your third eye. Om Shanti, Om Peace, Om Namaste. Use your hands to lift your head back up. Take a full breath in. Breathe into your hands. Catch your breath. Om Shanti, Om Peace. Namaste. Lift your chin. Open your eyes. Offer that to yourself, to your loved ones, and to each other. Yes. Namaste, friends. Namaste. You sleep well.